Doug Collins is fond of saying it's a first quarter league. I'm a believer in it's a first 25 games of the season league. It gives you a good sense of which team is drastically improved, which team may surprise you. So much is going to be formed in that first quarter part of the season.
Here's James. And the dunk by LeBron.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Now here's Jefferson. Here's the dish to George. Ellis outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Jefferson. Can't hit that one. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
Well, I don't think it's overstatement to call that an embarrassing defensive effort. Shooters were wide open from everywhere.
Well, for the Pacers last season, they trade Roy Hibbert to the Los Angeles Lakers. David West took far less money. Greg to leave town. Worried about their front court and that it would be in shambles?
Yeah, and instead, a rookie Miles Turner showed himself to be a steal as a shot-blocking, perimeter-shooting big. And it was a best-case scenario. If they could build on that, I think they have a chance to be one of the contenders in that Eastern Conference.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Indiana shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
He doesn't get the second one.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the first title in franchise history, upsetting the favorites, the Golden State Warriors. First time ever a team returned from a 3-1 deficit in the finals to win it.
Cavaliers with the rebound.
He just didn't have enough strength to complete that shot.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And a look here at the last 5 games and the season stats of assists and turnovers for T. Pacers trail by 7. And GA, the Cavs are now the hunted team. Do you like their chances of repeating as champions?
I think they've got as good a chance as anyone, and probably better because they really have owned the East. If they can stay healthy, no reason to think they can't do it again. A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
And he's one of those guys who could step up and be a big-time contributor on certain nights. We'll see if that 3 gets him going.
Now, here is George. After LeBron James's miss, he shoots again. And the rejection by Love. The drive by LeBron. That's in there. Love with the assist. And it's 6 points for LeBron.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The 3 from George. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Listen, they rely heavily on his offense. He rarely lets them down.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for James. And it's Amon Shumpert in for J.R. Smith. Young outside. Indiana again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Irving. It's rebounded by Stuckey.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to.
On defense, the Pacers. They trail by 1. Here's Irving. Another miss by Irving. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pacers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Wants to get it to Turner and does. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Here's Shumpert. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
You know, this lead built partially on extra possessions, and if you control the glass the way they have, you hold a crucial advantage.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's LeBron James, and it's Dunleavy in the 3. Now, here is Young. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Turner kicks to Miles. Shot clock at 6. Here's Stuckey. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Cavaliers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And one of the more aggressive teams in the league this past offseason, looking to adjust their roster, the Indiana Pacers. I mean, the trade for Jeff Teague, another for Thaddeus Young, the signing of Al Jefferson. It's going to be interesting to see how all these new players gel in Nate McMillan's system. And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
I mean, easily prevented points if they just attacked the boards the way they should have. You know, the defense will not make that mistake again, because next time he's going to knock that thing down.
And Jeff Teague of Atlanta and now of Indiana, more of a playmaking point guard. That's something the Pacers have lacked for a long time, GA.
Yeah, and he's a guy who looks to push the ball aggressively in transition. And that's something, as you mentioned, the Pacers have been trying to do. Thaddeus Young, another player who... And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
Boy, just impossible for either team to gain the upper hand. Momentum swinging back and forth on every possession.
And he's an automatic. Whoa! Timeout. And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special. Doris, of course, you played point guard. You know all about that position. You know all about the game. We're seeing a renaissance, in fact, at that point guard position right now in the NBA. But just for the moment, if you will, talk about the mentality of playing point guard.
Well, I think the most important aspect of this is you are the caretaker of your team, and caretaker implies many things. First and foremost, you've got to be intimately familiar with every position on the floor. You've got to understand your job and then the jobs of everybody else. And then, as importantly, it's your responsibility to make everybody feel good. So if your power forward hasn't touched the ball in 6 or 7 trips and he's a main scorer, you find that. The position forces you to take a broad perspective of the game.
LeBron passes to Dunleavy. Feeds it to Smith. Stolen by Ellis. George with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Back to Teague. It's stolen by Dunleavy. From about 19 feet. Another miss by LeBron.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And Ellis with the block. Here's Young. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Shumpert. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on George.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love comes in for James. And Jefferson subbed in for Mike Dunleavy. Over in the corner, Ellis. From outside, off the mark. Cavaliers leading. And there's a whistle. It goes on him on Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Teague. And the shot is long.
Just wasn't very aggressive with the ball. Had a really good look at the basket and blew it.
Ejected by. The Pacers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's George. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 6 points for George. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And the shot is good.
You know, the key to that possession was really the pass. Perfectly placed.
And he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Smith for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland. Teague inside the line. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Cleveland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And you think of the great outside shooting of the Cavs. Doris, how much of that is the brilliance of LeBron James creating those shots for his teammates?
Well, you hit the nail on the head, Kevin. LeBron is not only one of the most devastating slashers and finishers, but his passing might be his greatest strength. Pinpoint bullet passes that zip into shooters' hands before the defense can react. And you look at his shooting percentage on his passes, sky high.
George and Young are the forwards. Teague and Monte are the guard set. And it's Jefferson in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pass to George. Ellis kicks to Teague. He feeds it to George. Indiana moving the ball around. Shots good from Young.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And the dunk by Smith.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Teague for 3. Here's Young. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Young's got the game tied up here for Indiana. And James throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And George kicks to Jefferson. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Young. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Jefferson. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. Young is subbed in for Teague. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Smith.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it's the Los Angeles.
They played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Well, it's no doubt. It's so much easier to run your offense if the defense is not trying to take away any of your options.
The whistle fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Doris, being able to create in half-court sets is something that doesn't come easy in the NBA. Just how valuable do you think it is to have a strong half-court offense?
Well, you think about the most important time of the year in the NBA, Kevin, and that's the playoffs. And what happens in the playoffs, the game slows down. It becomes a slogfest. And so execution is crucial. The habits you build over the course of the regular season, obviously you can get in transition and you hope to generate easy buckets, but the reality is NBA schemes are so good, you better be able to execute in half court.
And everybody knows what you're running, but you're right, execution becomes the key.
To me, it's like the trap in football, right? If you block these two guys, you are going to pick up 2 or 3 yards. And as good as the defenses and schemes are in the NBA, let's talk about in the world. Pick and roll situation. Chris Paul is coming off. Guess what? Something good's going to happen.
Only Doris Burke is going to bring up football and basketball in the same answer. I love this. Great analogy. Paul George is checked in for Lavoy Allen. George against Love. Here's Stuckey. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Jefferson. Fires for 3. No good on that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Outside, George. Back to Stuckey. Up against Turner. A leaner. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Fry. And there it is for him. Fry's got his second basket.
That's just too easy. No one with size willing to switch over, and that left the smaller defender stranded.
Here's Irving. The rebound by Paul George.
This has been one of the nights where he's really the team has.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Kicks it out to Love. Back to Jefferson. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Jefferson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ellis kicks to George. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Boy, both teams really attacking from downtown right now. This is a long-range battle at the moment.
And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And so here is Indiana. It's a 1-point game. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. LeBron and Thompson are up front. J.R. Smith out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. It's Young on the wing. Outside Teague. 5 to shoot. And Thompson sends it back. Out to Smith. To the wing right side. It's Jefferson outside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And the Pacers really, for so long, kind of defined that old school plotting defensive-oriented team, and then they just flipped the script last season. I mean, completely reinventing themselves, playing much of that season with 4 perimeter players on the court and
finding ways to be successful at doing it.
And the Pacers had great success in the past, but they just felt they couldn't score enough with the two big men clogging up the middle.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that even going smaller, they were still a top 5 defensive team. They found some big men who can shoot from the perimeter now, and what you like is that they have flexibility in terms of their style of play.
Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Ellis bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Just a great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Oh, you have to love the spirit, the competition. In fact, it's so close right now, it's hard to say who has the advantage.
George with him up. Back to George. LeBron grabs the miss.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Yeah, as we just saw, you don't always have to get the block to make a defensive impact.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Indiana. And Cleveland also making a change. Love's checked in. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. The shot by George, no good. Cleveland's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Indiana trailing here. Down low. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Thompson. The drive by James. The second effort. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. One falls for. And so Thompson nails both of them. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Stolen by Thompson. Wallace with it, and Young picks him up defensively. The kick out to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, the step slow on the defensive end, and it cost them 3 points. Bad decision.
Ellis dishes to George to end the run, and he gets the drop.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And that's not a challenge this guy's going to shy away from. He'll be calling for the ball every chance he gets.
From deep, they get a hand on it.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
LeBron. Pacers with the rebound. Outside, George fires for 3. That doesn't go either for George.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
He really does a very good job of but always under control. Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Pass to James. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. James has got 9 points here in the second half. And stolen by Love. And James throws it down.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from George. Love kicks to Irving. A shot that time, not on target. Good defensive work there by Young. Teague inside the line. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
Yeah, I wouldn't take my foot off the gas just yet, but it's never safe to assume any lead is safe in this league. Boy, that's great patience. Work the ball until you find a mismatch for the easy bucket.
James, no good.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
A quick basket and an even quicker fouls for play.
But they'll get another